Sitting on a Fence. Key of D flat. So, and it's a classic two guitar thing. You can hear Brian Jones playing up high and then Keith is playing low, and they're in D flat. So that probably just right away it means capos. And but if you want to just play it by yourself is what I'm thinking about today. So I went with capo on the 8th fret, and that, what we're gonna just try and do is be able to play the song just without needing two guys, like, cause it's, anyway, you know, one low guitar, one high guitar, and if you, so you're going on the 1st fret, which is also the 9th fret, but we're gonna correct everything to the capos. That's your 1st fret, and then to the 3rd fret, and then open 1st string. And we're getting to the 1st fret of the 1st string. So let's practice that for a while. And the next move is you go 2 more 1st frets, and then open. Okay, I'll do that one more time. And then you go to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and you do a definite up-down. You could try doing 2 downs, but it would be, I don't know, it would impose an unnecessary limitation to how fast you can play the song, which is a fast song. But I blew it. And then you do 2 more of those. Or sorry. And then next you go to the open 3rd string and hammer on to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And then you go to the 3rd fret. I'm gonna go a little slower. And then what you do is go back to the 2nd fret and then open. And then what you get into is this little tremolando piece where you're kind of going on the 3rd fret of the 4th string to the open 3rd string. You do 4 of those. I definitely got to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And you can just also call that cross picking. And that's what they call it in bluegrass. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Then you go to the 2nd fret and do the same thing. Okay, so, or you could go real slow. So that's and then what you do is just slide back to the 3rd fret. And you do that 4 times. And that's the whole Brian Jones intro. Whoa! I didn't say it was easy to play. So you can see why I picked the capo, because then you get this, that thing. And you wouldn't get that with any other capoing, or you'd have to play it like, and how would you do the, yeah, you do it like that or something. So I picked, that's one of the reasons for the capoing at the 8th fret. I'd be really curious to know what the real answer is. Okay, so you can just practice that, and the funny thing is he plays that throughout the whole song, no matter what the chords are on the other guitar. He just, this is one of these, the pattern just, it doesn't perfectly fit, but he plays it like if there's a B flat, he'll play it over that. It's a pretty funny little arrangement that he's got this one part that he plays over the verse, over the chorus, and he just is kind of fitting it in over all the chord changes, and no matter what structure of the song is. So pretty funny. Now the next thing I want to talk about is how to get chords going up here. So the chords for the intro in this thing are F, and then G, then C, back to F, and then well, let's just practice that. And then what it does is go B flat to C to F. Now, how to play B flat, that's the only real problem with doing it in this capo, is you gotta pull off a B flat. So the best way to think of it is like it's like D in a way. Like you got an open D on the 4th string, and then 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, 4th finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and 1st finger on the 1st fret. It's a good chance for you to learn how to really use that sound, because it's actually a good little chord, but it's not popular. That's your B flat. So just as an exercise, B flat to C to F. And that's pretty much a lot of the verse. Okay, yeah, so here's the intro in chords. B flat, C, F. And there's like 4 bars of F there. And then when you get into the verse, it's B flat to C to C to F, then B flat to C to F to F. And then there's kind of a pre-chorus, which is B flat 4 bars, and then C 4 bars, and then you get into the chorus, which is F, I'm just B flat, and then 2 bars of C. Oh, F, you get to here is the chords used in the intro. Trying to congeal, C, F again, and I'm just sitting on a fence. And that's your whole, that's the whole song. So a lot of B flat in there. And okay, so in terms of strumming, it's kind of a fast double time, kind of like so what you're doing is hitting a low, high. That means the bottom of whatever chord it is, and then the high. Low, high, up, down. It's low, high, up, down. 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 And then you get into the verse, B flat. Four bars of B flat. 4 bars of C. Chorus, B flat, or F, B flat, C. F, B flat, C. F, G, C, F, B flat, C, F. Maybe I should try to play along a little bit. I'm gonna slow it down. A little misogynistic. Okay, so, and also, yeah, I should mention it's an out of tune D flat too. So, but the next thing I want to talk about is if you're playing it by yourself, you may not want to be like. Actually, that's pretty fun. And then switch into chords. So there is ways of course, bringing in chords into the melody. So what you're doing there is landing the F. And then what you do for the G is just hit all open strings. And it forms this weird G6 chord. So I'll just practice that a little more slow. And then at that point, I would just land a C. And And then you can do that hammer-on lick. Okay, so that could be... So that was a little mechanical, but you could kind of blend in those licks. And then when you get to here, like if you notice, you can just make a C chord even without the bass, and then back to an F. And do that kind of cross-picking. So this will give you some kind of fake version. So that's probably what I would do if I was just playing it by myself. I'll go slow now. You know, I like landing a full chord. Nah, get rid of the slide. So really the thing that I want to bring out there is the... and then right into chords. So on that verse, you're on the B flat. You can do that. No wrong from right. Maybe keep that straight. I'm just sitting on the fence. You know, so for the chorus, I just maybe just the walk up. I'm just sitting on a fence. That's sloppy. I'm just sitting on a fence. So it's that kind of approach that you could do just to play it all by yourself. And but I would recommend really learn this. There's something satisfying about doing the picking intro, and then you could just switch into chords, but you can include the walk up. I'm just sitting on a fence. See, I don't know. I wouldn't include too much because it gets fiddly, but just where it's easy. That's the thing, where it's easy. Like there, I'm just sitting on a fence. You can even use your pinky. You could even do a solo like that. So yeah, that's my solution to the problem of sitting on a fence. You got D flat, you got two guitars. So I say capo 9. You know, it means the sacrifice you got to make is getting used to that B flat. But I think it's worth it, especially when you can go like... Or you could just play along with the chording and just play the lead. So, I don't know, man. You know, the only other solution would be capoing at the 6th fret and playing out a G, like, and then you'd have this weird... Then you gotta do that. So, I don't know, that's too clunky in my opinion. So, I think we've got a good solution here, and yeah, enjoy. And even if you just learn just the intro as a exercise, it's well worth it and beautiful.